Have you ever experienced the sting of rejection, only to later realize it was the push you needed to become stronger? In this transformative journey, we're diving deep into the Stoic approach to rejection, drawing inspiration from Marcus Aurelius and other timeless thinkers. Imagine living in a world where rejection no longer hurts, but instead serves as fuel to propel you forward, a stepping stone toward growth and self-discovery. Rejection often feels like a closed door, but as the Stoics teach, it can be the universe's way of redirecting us to a better path. Are you feeling overlooked, dismissed, or undervalued? It's time to flip the narrative. Today we'll explore 13 practical lessons that help you use rejection as a powerful tool for personal growth and success. These lessons aren't abstract philosophies, they are actionable strategies you can apply in your daily life. Before we begin, let's spread this empowering wisdom. Hit the like button and subscribe to ensure more people can join us in mastering life's challenges with resilience and grace. Now let's embark on this journey of transformation together. 1. Embrace the Stoic view of rejection. The first step is reframing rejection. To the Stoics, rejection isn't a personal attack, it's an event neutral in its essence. Marcus Aurelius reminds us to see things as they are, not as we interpret them. Instead of labeling rejection as bad, view it as an opportunity to learn. When a door closes, it's often because another, more aligned opportunity awaits. This shift in mindset allows you to approach rejection with curiosity rather than despair. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Each rejection can be a compass, pointing you toward a path that better suits your growth. Reframing rejection also involves recognizing that setbacks are a natural part of life. By seeing rejection as a neutral event, you're less likely to attach emotional weight to it. This perspective empowers you to keep moving forward, knowing that every no is simply part of a larger journey. Additionally, the Stoic view encourages you to accept the unpredictability of life. You cannot control how others perceive you or the outcomes of certain efforts, but you can control how you interpret and respond to rejection. By focusing on what you can control, your actions, mindset, and growth, you build resilience and find opportunities hidden within challenges. 2. Practice emotional resilience. Rejection stirs up emotions from frustration to self-doubt, but Stoicism teaches us that our emotions are within our control. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a step back. Reflect on why the rejection bothers you. Often it's our ego, not the rejection itself, causing the pain. Picture this scenario. You apply for a job you feel perfectly suited for, but you don't get the call back. The initial rejection feels personal, like a judgment on your worth. In moments like this, the Stoic practice of prosos, mindful attention, can be your guide. Pause and recognize the gap between the event, not getting the job, and your reaction to it. Epictetus emphasized, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Rejection, viewed through this lens, becomes an event, not a reflection of your intrinsic value. Channel these feelings into actions that build your character. Practice calmness, even when the sting is fresh. Imagine Marcus Aurelius during his reign as Roman emperor. He faced constant criticism and pushback from senators and adversaries. Instead of letting rejection derail his focus, he practiced ataraxia, a state of serene calmness. You too can cultivate this calmness by journaling your emotions, meditating on their impermanence, or seeking perspective from a trusted mentor. Over time, emotional resilience becomes second nature, allowing you to face rejection with poise. Developing this skill means training your mind to see rejection as temporary and external, not defining who you are. The next time rejection knocks on your door, try this mental exercise. Visualize the rejection as a wave. Waves come and go, but they don't alter the ocean. You are the ocean, vast and unaffected by temporary disturbances. 3. Redirect your energy. Rejection frees up energy previously invested in a specific outcome. Use this energy to explore new opportunities. The Stoics valued proactive effort. Seneca reminds us that it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Consider the story of Thomas Edison. After a factory fire destroyed much of his work, his reaction wasn't despair but determination. "I am 67, but not too old to make a fresh start," he famously said. Like Edison, rejection can clear a path for reinvention if you shift your perspective. Take, for example, a failed relationship. Instead of focusing on the loss, redirect your energy towards self-improvement. Start a fitness routine, pick up a creative hobby, or deepen your friendships. Each small step compounds into something transformative, much like Marcus Aurelius advising, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be one." Start a new project, learn a skill, or reconnect with your passions. The key is prohairesis, the Stoic concept of intentional choice. By focusing on areas where you have control, you turn rejection into a launchpad for growth. Picture a sculptor chiseling away at marble. Rejection removes the unnecessary pieces, revealing a stronger, more refined version of you. This redirection not only distracts you from the sting of rejection, but also creates new possibilities for success and fulfillment. Consider writing a gratitude list when rejection strikes, shifting your focus from what you lost to what remains. In time, the energy once consumed by disappointment transforms into fuel for a new, fulfilling chapter in your life. 4. Cultivate self-worth. Rejection can challenge your sense of value, but Stoicism teaches that self-worth is internal. As Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Reaffirm your strengths. Imagine a scenario where you've been overlooked for a promotion at work. It's easy to spiral into self-doubt, questioning your abilities or value to the organization. Instead, practice the Stoic exercise of premeditatio malorum, anticipating challenges. Remind yourself that external recognition is fleeting and does not define your worth. Write down your achievements and values, emphasizing qualities like resilience, creativity, or integrity. These are internal assets no rejection can take away. Surround yourself with supportive individuals who remind you of your worth. Marcus Aurelius often emphasized the importance of community, noting that we thrive through collaboration and connection. Share your experiences with trusted friends, mentors, or peers who can provide perspective and encouragement. For example, a friend's reminder of a past accomplishment may rekindle your confidence, allowing you to see beyond the immediate sting of rejection. When you root your confidence in your character rather than external validation, rejection loses its power over you. Picture a tree with deep roots. No matter how strong the wind, the tree stands firm because its foundation is secure. By embracing your inherent value, you become less reliant on the opinions of others and more focused on your personal journey. When faced with rejection, reflect on this mantra: I am more than what I seek to gain. My value is unshaken by the loss of one opportunity. Use silence as strength. In a world that often demands instant reactions, silence can be your greatest ally. The Stoics practiced measured responses, valuing thought over impulsivity. When faced with rejection, resist the urge to argue or explain. Picture a situation where a colleague dismisses your idea in a meeting. The temptation to defend yourself immediately is strong, but instead, you choose silence. This silence isn't passivity. It's an active choice to maintain your composure and project confidence. By pausing, you show that you're not dependent on their approval to validate your ideas. Silence, as Seneca might say, becomes a demonstration of strength, not weakness. Embrace silence as a tool for reflection and composure. When rejection stings, silence gives you the space to ask essential questions. What can I learn from this? How does this rejection fit into the bigger picture of my life? This not only preserves your dignity, but also conveys confidence. For instance, in a personal relationship, silence after a conflict can demonstrate maturity and self-respect, signaling that you're prioritizing thoughtful dialogue over emotional outbursts. Your silence can speak volumes, showing that you value yourself too much to seek validation where it's not freely given. It also gives the other party time to reflect, often leading to a deeper understanding of your perspective. In the workplace, your silence may encourage others to revisit their decisions or recognize the strength of your self-control. Finally, silence creates space for you to evaluate the situation and respond with wisdom rather than emotion. As you prepare your response, consider the Stoic principle of aligning your actions with your values. This ensures that your reaction serves your growth rather than your ego. Silence, when wielded with intention, transforms rejection into an opportunity to stand tall, grounded in self-assuredness and wisdom. 6. Focus on your actions. Stoicism emphasizes what is within your control. You can't dictate how others perceive you, but you can control your actions. Let rejection inspire you to excel. Work diligently on your goals, not to prove others wrong, but to honor your potential. Imagine an athlete who narrowly misses a spot on a professional team. They could dwell on the rejection, or they could double down on their training, focusing on areas where they can improve. Instead of seeking external validation, they use the experience as fuel for growth. This aligns perfectly with Marcus Aurelius's advice. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Actions rooted in perseverance and self-improvement speak louder than words. If you were passed over for a promotion, instead of obsessing over the decision, channel your energy into sharpening your skills. Take a course, network within your field, or find innovative ways to exceed in your current role. Your consistent efforts not only enhance your expertise, but also set an example of resilience and professionalism. 7. Turn to gratitude. Rejection may feel like a setback, but it often protects you from paths that aren't meant for you. Reflect on past rejections that led to better outcomes. For instance, think of a job opportunity you didn't get, only to later land a position that was a better fit for your skills and passions. These moments reveal that rejection can serve as redirection, steering you towards something more aligned with your path. Gratitude for these lessons shifts your perspective, allowing you as a hidden blessing. Picture a writer whose manuscript is rejected by multiple publishers. While discouraging, each rejection offers feedback that helps them refine their craft. Eventually, the revised manuscript not only gets published, but becomes a bestseller. Rejection wasn't a barrier, it was a stepping stone. Make it a habit to express gratitude daily, even for challenges. Start a gratitude journal and include not only the obvious positives, but also the hardships that have shaped you. For example, if you recently experienced rejection, write about the skills or insights you've gained from the experience. This practice aligns with the Stoic idea of amor fati, loving one's fate, embracing all aspects of life, even the difficult ones. 8. Build connections. Rejection can isolate you, but it's also a chance to deepen connections with those who value you. When faced with rejection, the natural reaction might be to retreat into solitude. But Stoicism reminds us that we are inherently social beings. Marcus Aurelius observed, "We were born to work together like feet, hands, and eyes, like the two rows of teeth, upper and lower." This insight emphasizes the importance of seeking connection and mutual support. Join communities, network with like-minded individuals, and nurture relationships that uplift you. For example, imagine a budding entrepreneur whose business proposal is rejected by investors. Instead of giving up, they attend local networking events, joining forums where other entrepreneurs share experiences and advice. Through these interactions, they not only gain encouragement, but also discover alternative funding options they hadn't considered. Rule 9. Learn and adapt. Every rejection carries a lesson. Instead of dwelling on the no, focus on what it teaches. Did you need more preparation? Was the opportunity truly aligned with your goals? Reflect on these questions as part of your growth process. Epictetus taught that challenges reveal our character, stating, "Difficulties show what men are." Take, for instance, an artist whose portfolio is rejected by a prestigious gallery. Rather than seeing the rejection as a failure, they analyze the feedback, refine their work, and research galleries better suited to their style. This adaptability leads them to an exhibit that appreciates and celebrates their unique vision. The Stoics valued adaptability because it reflects resilience and wisdom. When you learn from rejection, you grow stronger and more capable, turning setbacks into stepping stones. Think of a job interview that didn't go well. By analyzing your performance, identifying areas for improvement, and practicing your responses, you prepare for future interviews with greater confidence and competence. To apply this lesson in your daily life, adopt a growth mindset. After each rejection, write down 3 things you learned and 1 action you can take to improve. Over time, this practice transforms rejection from a source of pain into a tool for refinement, building your resilience and skill set. As Marcus Aurelius advised, look well into yourself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if you will always look there. 10. Maintain perspective. Rejection feels overwhelming in the moment, but Stoicism reminds us that life's challenges are fleeting. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This philosophy encourages us to step back and see rejection for what it is, a temporary setback, not a defining moment. To maintain perspective, practice zooming out. Think of rejection as one storm in the vast ocean of your life. It may ripple the surface, but it cannot alter the depths. Ask yourself, what does this experience teach me? What opportunities does it open? This exercise aligns with the Stoic principle of focusing on the bigger picture and embracing life's ebb and flow. 11. Pursue excellence. Let rejection motivate you to refine your skills and pursue excellence. Whether it's in your career, relationships, or personal growth, aim to be the best version of yourself. Rejection, when viewed through a Stoic lens, becomes a catalyst for improvement rather than a source of defeat. Consider an athlete who misses out on qualifying for a major competition. Instead of giving up, they analyze their performance, identify areas of weakness, and train harder than ever before. This aligns with Seneca's empowering words, "Throw me to the wolves, and I will return leading the pack." Rejection, in this sense, becomes the fire that forges resilience and strength. Excellence isn't about perfection. It's about consistent effort and improvement. Think of a musician refining their craft after receiving critical feedback. Each practice session, though incremental, contributes to mastery. Similarly, If you're striving to improve in your career, consider taking workshops, seeking mentorship, or setting new challenges for yourself. These actions not only enhance your skills, but also restore your confidence. Pursuing excellence also means shifting your focus from external validation to internal fulfillment. The Stoics emphasize that virtue lies in effort, not outcome. Whether or not others recognize your achievements, striving for excellence builds character. Reflect on this. How can you turn today's rejection into tomorrow's breakthrough? To make this actionable, set a small goal each time you face rejection. For instance, if you didn't land a client for your business, use that as motivation to refine your pitch, learn a new marketing strategy, or improve your product. Each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Over time, the cumulative effect of these efforts transforms rejection into a stepping stone for greatness. As Marcus Aurelius put it, what stands in the way becomes the way. 12. Balance kindness and boundaries. Responding to rejection with kindness demonstrates emotional maturity. It shows that you value your character more than fleeting emotions. However, kindness doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. Setting clear boundaries is equally important to protect your peace and self-worth. Imagine being turned down for a business proposal only to receive unprofessional or dismissive feedback. A Stoic response would involve remaining courteous, thanking them for their time, and calmly addressing any valid criticisms. This approach maintains your integrity, but if their response crosses into disrespect, you have every right to set boundaries. As Marcus Aurelius noted, you can commit injustice by doing nothing. The Stoics believed in leading with virtue. Kindness stems from strength, not weakness, and boundaries are a reflection of self-respect. If someone repeatedly undermines you, calmly but firmly communicate your limits. For instance, if a colleague belittles your ideas in meetings, you can say, "I appreciate your input, but I'd like to ensure my perspective is heard as well." 13. Reframe your narrative. Your story is shaped by how you interpret life's events. Rejection is not the end of the road. It's a plot twist, a chance to pivot and grow. The Stoics taught that life is about how you respond to challenges, not the challenges themselves. Epictetus said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views they take of them." Imagine an artist whose work is rejected by a major gallery. They could view this as a failure or as an opportunity to refine their craft and seek audiences that truly value their style. This reframing turns rejection into a stepping stone. Instead of seeing it as a door closing, they could reinterpret it as a redirection toward a better path. The Stoics remind us that we are authors of our destiny. While external events are beyond our control, how we frame them is entirely up to us. Consider journaling as a tool for rewriting your narrative. When faced with rejection, ask yourself, what does this teach me? How can I use this experience to grow? Writing down your reflections allows you to see rejection not as an obstacle, but as an integral part of your journey.